In the rush of modern life, eating has become less of a mindful ritual and more of a reflex, squeezed between meetings, chores, or commutes, often done with one hand on a phone or eyes on a screen. This disconnection from the act of eating itself has subtle but serious consequences, particularly when it comes to hunger regulation and weight gain. One of the most underappreciated contributors to obesity is not just what we eat, but how we eat, especially the speed at which we consume food. Eating quickly interferes with the body's natural satiety signaling, making it far easier to consume more than is needed, even when the food choices themselves aren't inherently unhealthy. Satiety is not immediate. It unfolds gradually through a complex interplay of neural and hormonal signals. When we eat, the stretch receptors in the stomach begin to send signals to the brain, and gut hormones like cholecystokinin (CCK), peptide YY, and GLP-1 begin to rise, telling us that we are becoming full. But this communication takes time, often around 15 to 20 minutes from the start of a meal to the onset of significant satiety signaling. When food is eaten rapidly, the meal may be over before these hormones have a chance to act. By the time the body catches up, it's already been flooded with excess calories. Fast eating doesn't just override internal fullness cues, it also short-circuits the opportunity for mindful awareness of taste, texture, and satisfaction. When eating is rushed, people are more likely to consume food unconsciously, paying little attention to how much they've eaten or whether they actually enjoyed it. This lack of sensory engagement can leave people feeling psychologically unsatisfied, even if they've physically had enough. Over time, this disconnect between physical fullness and emotional satiety can fuel a pattern of chronic overeating that is largely habit-driven rather than hunger-driven. Compounding this issue is the tendency for fast eaters to consume energy-dense foods more easily. Highly processed foods, soft, salty, sweet, or greasy, are designed to be eaten quickly. They require little chewing and offer immediate flavor hits, making them especially easy to overconsume when someone is in a hurry. By contrast, fiber-rich, whole foods like vegetables, legumes, or lean proteins require more chewing and time to digest, naturally slowing down the eating process. But when meals are built around convenience or rushed consumption, even healthy foods can be eaten in a way that bypasses the body's regulatory systems. This eating pattern is often unintentional. Many people don't realize how fast they eat until they make a conscious effort to slow down. But the implications are far from trivial. Studies have shown that fast eaters are significantly more likely to be overweight or obese than their slower-eating counterparts, even when overall food intake is similar. The speed of eating has also been linked to higher post-meal glucose and insulin spikes, potentially increasing the risk for insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome over time. Furthermore, disconnection from hunger is not just about speed. It's about the broader erosion of internal cues in favor of external ones. Many people eat because the clock says it's lunchtime, because others are eating, or simply because food is present, not because they are truly hungry. This habit is often intensified by stress, emotional distress, or distraction. When eating becomes reactive rather than intentional, people lose touch with the signals that should guide how much and when to eat. Over time, hunger and fullness begin to feel unreliable, making it even harder to regulate intake naturally. Addressing this issue is not about guilt or strict rules. It's about rebuilding a relationship with food that includes presence and awareness. Strategies like chewing thoroughly, putting utensils down between bites, eating without screens, and checking in with hunger and fullness cues before, during, and after meals can dramatically improve self-regulation. Mindful eating isn't a trend. It's a biological necessity in a world where the pace of life undermines our ability to self-moderate. It's also important to create environments that support slower, more intentional eating. That might mean carving out time for meals without multitasking, eating with others in a social and relaxed setting, or structuring the day to allow for meal breaks instead of hurried snacks. In schools, workplaces, and families, modeling slow, connected eating helps normalize a rhythm that allows the body's satiety system to work as it should. In the larger picture of obesity, fast eating may seem like a minor variable, but it's actually a powerful behavior that interacts with biology in ways that can gradually but consistently drive weight gain. It highlights how subtle habits, not just dramatic food choices, can influence energy balance over time. And perhaps most importantly, it reminds us that effective weight management isn't just about willpower or dietary restriction. It's about tuning back into the body's wisdom and giving it time to speak. The solution is not to obsess over every bite, but to reclaim eating as an active, aware experience. By slowing down, we not only consume fewer calories, we rediscover what it means to truly enjoy food, and in doing so, restore the body's natural ability to maintain balance.